One of those fabulous stores near us. Many of us get the catalog. You can go online, and their products are just, they're special, they're beautiful, they're well made. Well, check out one of probably the most affordable, I'm going to guess, garden spinners that we have. Could be 4 easy pays today at $9.99, and this will make you smile. I have to say, Nancy Brandmuller is lucky enough to work with our friends from Plow Hearth. I always see when you post and you go down to visit Plow Hearth.
I love it.
I'm always so jealous.
So
I'm
exciting.
like, thanks for taking us along. Follow her on Instagram and you'll be able to go along. These are wind spinners, and I will say, Nancy, I think that's the product that might also be the most popular product that we have from Plow Hearth, at least one of them.
Very known for making wind spinners, really fabulous, unique designs, and Plow Hearth is known in the industry as being one of the leaders, especially in wind spinners, and giving you garden decor that's fun, that's whimsical, that's great quality, something that's going to make you smile in your garden. And what I love about these is I think this is the first time I've ever seen a spinner that has an actual like animal shape.
Yes.
And the spinner part is the wings. And so here we have our Peacock with the gorgeous colors of the teal and the blue and the pink and the gorgeous tail. Look at this, that's on a spring, and even his head's on a spring. And then your very cheerful Flamingo. You know, we love having flamingos in the yard. So how about one that's wings are spinning around, and they also spin around on the top of the pole. So always something fun to look at when you're seeing these guys in your garden.
It's all about movement, curb appeal, adding character to your garden. A fabulous gift idea. It is $9.99. Let me help you understand. An easy pay to me is like a budget plan. So while you see it, you can go ahead and pick it up, and instead of worrying about the whole price at one time, you get to have it in 4 even payments. And as long as you pay it off when the bill comes, it doesn't cost you anything more. Your easy pay, any shipping and handling, that's split into 4 also, so you can feel comfortable with that. But that way you don't miss out on your opportunity, because there are many times we don't ever see these as a repeat within the garden season because it's a shorter season. So then you end up waiting for it. $40, all 5-star reviews. You all love these, and I can tell why. Because when I look at this, Nancy, it reminds me of the Today's Special Value. I had no intention of buying the Today's Special Value, and when I came in and I saw it, and the colors look so happy, and just, it's a reflection of you. You can't be grumpy when you look at something as cute as the Peacock and Flamingo.
And you know what? I could truly see the Today's Special Value flowers being planted down around here. So today we have them in a planter box right here with some hydrangeas. But couldn't you just see those Gerber daisies surrounding this on the bottom and then pulling out the colors? And that's one of the things I recommend in your garden, is not only adding pieces of interest like this, where you have a sculptural item that has some movement, but then play off the colors. So if you like the pinks, or if you like blues in your garden, or purples, or you just want that beautiful splash of color with the Today's Special Value, go ahead and put that down below, and that's one layer in your garden. Then elevate your eyes by putting in this spinner, because this is going to be kind of what that garden size. So it's not the real tall spinners like we have that are over 6 feet tall. This is more like that 4.5, 5 feet tall, because some of it's going to sink down into the ground. So you have something that kind of occupies that middle space. That is often forgotten. We have tall things in our garden. We have things that are low to the ground. So I love being able to have something really fun and interesting in this kind of middle space here.
Oh, look how good it looks. The Flamingo, if you're lucky enough, Jane Brown, near your pool, this would be so perfect for you. The Flamingo is 22 inches long, 7 inches wide, 67.5 inches high. Your Peacock will also be 22.5 inches long, 6 3/4 wide, and 64 inches high. They come, you virtually can leave them outside. Wouldn't it be nice, even though your pool's probably covered up now, to have something like this?
Well, I was telling Nancy before the show that one dear friend of mine, one Pat Dementry, actually gave me a beautiful peacock. My peacock could use a pal though, because right now that little peacock out there is the only color in the entire backyard other than gray and brown.
Yes, exactly.
So, and even when there is a lot of color and the flowers are out, it does make a difference to see that movement and fill in those gaps, the levels between where maybe your beautiful Gerber daisies end and the top of the tree. So this kind of fills in that gap visually.
That
and
middle
they're
space.
so pretty. They're always such high quality.
Yes, they are. And you know, while we're on this one, I'll just go ahead and draw your attention to kind of closer some of the details that make it so gorgeous. So there's the tail feathers. You're seeing not only beautiful colors, but I want you to know that everywhere that you see, you know, kind of like what looks like indentation, it really is. These are embossed, so there's texture. There's also kind of the ombre effect. You see the kind of speckled nature of the painting, and as you're coming up, you'll see
the painting here almost looks like an opal, some kind of a gem, like a beautiful. Oh, you're correct.
It does look like gems are inset in there. You're right.
Yeah.
Now this tail is also on a spring, so as the wind blows, you're going to see that kind of gently move.
My tail is kind of on a spring too.
Well,
shake your tail feathers whenever you can.
Okay, I can't think now.
I know, I'm sorry. Continue. No, you were going to talk about the wings.
So anyways, and the wings, we just want you to notice that they also were speckled and ombre, really beautifully done. Plow Hearth didn't just leave it at just making them blue, made sure that there's plenty of beautiful color.
Like nail art.
It is, and they're designed to spin in the opposite direction. So when you look out at them, that's what they're going to be doing. And then the head of this regal peacock has the beautiful plumes up top and then all those gorgeous colors. I don't want to leave out our flamingo.
If you could get two flamingos and have them look at each other,
wouldn't that be
and actually
cute?
Put them close together and almost create a heart on the top.
There you go. Absolutely.
We had a flamingo float that didn't survive after the second year in the pool. It ended up, unfortunately, meeting, you know, the demise of inflatable.
It flew away, right?
It flew away. But they're so fun.
Yeah.
They are.
Really
800
cheerful.
of you, by the way, have already dialed in. That's why it's a hot pick. We also encourage you to go to QVC.com, just enter the item number, and then scroll down enough. We don't change those reviews, and this has gotten rave reviews from everyone who's gotten it home. So let's talk from the beginning, Nancy.
Sure.
For somebody who doesn't know, has never owned a wind spinner, I know you have many in your yard. I have two. I leave mine out year round.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad you mentioned that. So Plow Hearth designs these wind spinners for year-round enjoyment. So you're going to be able to get this home and get it into the ground. If you have frozen ground right now, just wait until it's soft enough to, you know, put it in the ground. Sometimes adding a little water to the ground kind of helps soften it up. But then put it in the ground and start enjoying it right now. And then you're going to be able to leave it up once those flowers start blooming. Right now, this will be the only color you're looking at, but then your flowers are going to start blooming. It's going to start filling in the areas around this, and then enjoy it all summer long. Wind, rain, don't worry about it. And then next fall, when things start kind of fading and leaves are falling, leave it up, enjoy it, and even through the winter time. So Plow Hearth makes sure that you have something that's enjoyable, that's beautiful, so that you can, you know, really have some fun looking outside.
You know, this to me is the level of Valerie Park Hill. And tomorrow, by the way, Jane and I have Valerie Park Hill for 2 hours, so this is just pretty much heaven all week long for our afternoons with Jane and Pat. This is something that is metal all the way down. So nothing on this is plastic. It's not going to break when you put it together. It's not hard to go ahead and just assemble it. It takes just a couple of minutes, a couple of pieces on this. You will, however, and I learned this from you, Nancy, was you're going to need to move it around sometimes because maybe where you think, like, I'll be very honest with you, the first place I put mine, and I have a big one, my big one was in the corner at the house. I didn't realize I didn't get any wind there.
Right.
So then I moved her to the back, and she just performed beautifully. Then once I bring everything, because I like to bring my things in fall and then rearrange for winter, I moved her into my tomato box.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you can move them around. That's the beauty of it. I still think that if you had two flamingos and put them close together,
wouldn't that be cute?
That would be
I'll sort of mimic it like this, so you have them facing each other.
Wouldn't that be a fun, like, wedding or anniversary gift or retirement gift? Here's what people are saying. Beach Barb, love your name. This spinner is a winner. The colors in the Peacock are so pretty, it spins quietly. It handled 2 very windy days nicely. You don't have to worry about that. And it's been windy around here too, Beach Barb, without a doubt. So these also are really good size. I think this is a good compromise because some of them are very large and that's fabulous.
Right.
And this isn't teeny tiny like those little things you'd put in your pot. but they're sort of medium.
Right, and so for someone who has a smaller yard, or maybe you even have a condo or an apartment where you only have a patio, so a smaller space, you'll notice that we have these in flower boxes. So you can certainly put those inside a flower box if you'd like to, or if you have a small section of your garden and you just want to have that standout piece, something that is kind of the centerpiece of that area of your garden, this is a great way to kind of add that color and movement. And one of the things I always say about Plow Hearth wind spinners is they add that joy to your garden. They're great quality. They also are something that Plow Hearth designs. They're the ones who come up with these unique, beautiful shapes and spinners, and they have such wonderful engineering going into this. You'll hear that when we're spinning this, there's no sound because they've got precision ball bearings that are right in the center here. It's not just like a hole poked through, and these are put on there on that center T-bar right there. They have precision ball bearings, which gives them really smooth action. They've made sure that it's something that's unique and different that you're just not going to find anywhere else. You're not going to go down to your local garden store and find these spinners because Plow Hearth designed them so you have something beautiful and unique to make you happy in your garden.
Let me ask you, how much did you spend on lunch last time you went out to lunch? These are $9.99. And how fun, even if you aren't going to put it in the minute you get it at home because maybe your ground's frozen, that's okay. Because now, as we're waiting for our wonderful today's special value from Roberta's to ship out and for us to get ready for planting, the minute the ground is thawed enough, you can go ahead and put these in the ground and enjoy them. And the movement always catches your imagination.
Absolutely. You know, we're really trained in our brains to look for movement. You see that rabbit running across your yard, or you go down the street, you see a fox running across the field, you look at it. And so when you see this moving in your yard, Plow Hearth wants you to be drawn out to nature so that you're looking outside. Right now when it's really cold out, you know, we're all bundled up inside. How lovely to still be able to look outside and see nature and look at these and see what's going on and look at the beautiful spinning, and they'll make you smile. They'll kind of cheer up your day. And then during the summertime when you're able to sit on your back porch and watch them, same thing.
Good curb appeal without a doubt. Flamingo, Peacock, you tell us what you like best and read the reviews so you feel confident in giving this as a gift. $9.99. That's a $10 bill. You can't get much with $10 bills today, Nancy.
Awesome.
We will see a lot of you, and we're excited about
fun
that.
things today.
Well, afternoons